Okay, Michael Brown, Truth About. Here I am. I keep on telling everybody that they need what it is that we're going to be providing, and we haven't provided it yet. Sorry about that. However, just to reinforce what we're doing here, um, I'm a contractor, 20 years in business in the same trade that I'm in, which is, I'm a solar contractor, right? So literally incorporated in August of 2003, so 20 years, legitimately. Um, so we pay attention to all the social media and everything else out there, and also on the pages we follow some installers and contractors and things, and so they end up on our feeds. And today we saw an installation, a ground mount, and it was multiple arrays, like one behind. And we're in Florida, so what you have to know about, and this is the reason why you really need to vet and find specific things specific to the trade that you're trying to get work done in, is because obviously this contractor does not understand that the sun casts different shade at different times of year. Here we are, this is August 2023. Okay, so if somebody's watching this further on down the line, this is summer in Florida. The sun is almost directly overhead. At noon, I could get into all the aspects of the path of the sun, which is called the azimuth, which it changes every day. It's called the sun path, but it's the azimuth of the sun. And what it is because we are spinning at an angle and also going around the sun. Okay, so the way the sun directs at us and where the shadows are cast changes predictably, very predictably. I mean, it's science daily, but it's gradual. Okay, as the sun comes at noon. Okay, because the azimuth determines the path from the sun from sun up to sundown, right? And how it's in relation. Did you know that in Florida, at least Central Florida, actually North Florida too, because we're all subtropic down here, the sun actually rises and sets north of where you are standing during the summer months. And that's, summer months, in between the spring equinox and the fall equinox. In between those 2 points, going through the summer, the sun starts to actually, on those 2 days, the sun rises directly east and sets directly west. Those are the 2 days that it rises and sets directly to the east and west. So, but in the summer months, it's actually rising and setting north of where you're standing. How is that possible? Well, it's because of that tilt and how we're rotating around the sun. Okay, and it's because the sun angle from when we're over here on this tilt. You can get a solar pathfinder, and you can look those up as well. Look up the sun azimuth and educate yourself a little bit. Something else to think about that most contractors don't know, they don't know that. And another thing that they don't know is what solar irradiance is. To ask them what solar irradiance is, you'd think you'd ask them to solve pi. There is no solution to pi. That's a trap. But it's a fun number. It's necessary if you're dealing with circles and spheres. Anyways, so you have to know these things in this trade. You should know these things. You don't have to, and that's the point. That's why we're doing Truth About and the associated YouTube and the associated Instagram is to educate the consumer so that you know what to ask a contractor. And we're going to do this in the other trades also, but so you know, and you can educate yourself so you can throw out a couple quick questions to contractors to say, oh, does this contractor even know what they're doing? You know, are they really invested in what they're doing? Because this ad that I saw this morning, and what even an ad, it was a contractor patting themselves on the back on one of the trade pages, is Solar Installers or something like that, pat themselves on the back about this ground mount that they were installing. And I posted, whoa, 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 instant message me right away. You've got to stop now and fix this, or the customer's going to be screwed. And they argue with me. And because they don't know, they said, oh, well, my engineer said it was okay. The engineer only cares that it isn't going to fall apart, and that mechanically and electrically, meaning the wire sizes, the box types are correct, the structure is sound in the way it's going in the ground and the way it's attached to itself and everything else. The engineer cares about mechanics, the mechanics of it, and also if it's an electronic engineer, they care about the viability of all of the overcurrent protection, wire sizes, impedance, all the electrical things that would affect it safety-wise, okay? Performance-wise, they probably don't have a clue. They don't know because they're not looking at that. They're not trained in that. You need to find somebody that's really trained and knowledgeable in what it is that they're trying to accomplish, what you are trying to accomplish, because you're the consumer. It ends up being your money. It ends up being their work that you're paying for, but what it is you're trying to get a result. So if you're trying to get the best possible result, you need to find the best possible service provider in whatever it is that you're trying to either buy a product or have work done. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, because it turns out that just about anybody can study a book, take classes, just enough to get a contractor's license. To get a business license, all you got to do is fill out the forms correctly and lay your money down. To incorporate, same thing. Fill out the paperwork properly, lay your money down. To get a contractor's license, you just need a passing grade, and those tests are not there deciding the most efficient way to do things. Those tests are there to say, this is the bare minimum, the absolute bare minimum you have to know in order for the system not to fail. Fail does not, I mean, there's a, it's like a mound, right? Fail and is just past fail. Is that success? Everything past that, is that success? Because over here, fail, this gutter, fail, and you got this other side over here, which is excellent, performs beyond, super efficient, built for longevity. This is where you want to be. This is your goal because it's your money. And if you are in the market to have some work done or to do something through a professional trade, you would expect that. And the only way not to have buyer's remorse is to be an informed buyer and diligent. So we're going to provide you with tools and instructions on how to do that. And it'll make your life better, and it's going to make the industries better. Michael Brown, Truth About, signing out. Have a great day.